Sorry about that, everyone. All right, let's look where we are. We are on the S&P. Our target was 39.80. We got to 39.50 today. Met some resistance, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens the rest of the week. I think this 10 SMA is going to be our guide. It right now sits at 38.93, this black line. If we close below this 38.93 at any point this week, I think we could start to see a pullback, at least to test this uptrend line that's been going on since the March lows all the way up. And if you look at the, let's draw some retraces. You look at this retrace, the 0.50 is at 38.22. That's a decent pullback target. And then you look at the 0.236. Look at the 0.236 from these lows right here up to here. That is, let me find them. Let's get rid of this. That is 37.81. So that would be my target. So if we close below this 10 SMA, this 38.22, 37.81. First target is to see if it holds. If it doesn't, we'll probably come all the way down here to test this 3,600 level. That doesn't hold, we probably come down here to test this 200. Okay, but let's not get bearish at all yet. Let's wait until this 10 SMA breaks, because what could happen is just a week-long consolidation along this 10 SMA until buyers come back in and take this thing to 39.80, possibly to 4,000, possibly to 41.60. So not too bearish yet. Let's wait until price tells us to get bearish. That'll be a close below this black line. Okay. The Qs today look fine. I mean, red, but above the 10 SMA. And again, just like the S&P, we can grind along here a little bit, work off overbought RSI, and then head to this 350 area. We just need to wait and see. We need to be patient. In the meantime, we take our names, our ready to rock trades as they trigger, and then we start taking profits quicker, and we go in a smaller size. That's what we've been doing. I've been taking profits a little bit quicker, going in smaller size, raising stops, and just trying to make as much money as I can as we near this top. Don't know where that top's going to be, but make as much money as I can until that music stops. And when the music stops, not be too long. Okay, you don't want to lose everything that you've made on this rally by being too long at the top. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. The top is coming. It's going to get here at some point, and there will be a nice little correction. And it's going to be a great opportunity to buy. I don't think this rally is over. I think this is going to probably be not the beginning of the end, but the end of the beginning. Okay? I think this is the beginning stages of a much larger rally. But in the short term, I think we will get some sort of correction. I'm looking at in the realm of 10%, hopefully in the first half of this year, so that we can get in once again at much cheaper prices and then ride this thing up and continue to outperform this market at a pretty good clip. You know, right now I'm nearly at 3x the S&P. So time it right, get a dip, buy it lower, and then ride it higher. We can really, really outperform this market this year. Got a great start. All right, some names to go over. This RBP from the Ready to Rock trade list triggered. Got up to 1971. Oh no, sorry, I got up to 20. I think I sold around 1970, 1975 half, set a 5% trailing stop, and already got stopped out. But it's fine. Winning trade, move on to the next one. X, This one, nice. Look at that candle. Look at the volume coming in. Fat candle, fat green candle. Close of the high a day. It's got a good look to it for tomorrow. We've already closed out half, raised our stop, or put a 5% trailing stop on it. And I'm just going to ride it to go for this 21 target. Either my 5% trailing stop gets hit or I hit this 21. So far, I mean, this is already a winning trade and it could be even a bigger winner. Jumped out of this DNN. I was looking for a double quick, and it's already moving after hours, of course. I was looking for a double quick, and I think I was in this trade 3 days, maybe two, maybe only 2 days, 2.5. But I wanted a double, like an SNDL kind of trade where it took off the very next day. Didn't quite get it, but sold at a plus 36%. I'll take that on a 2-day trade anytime. So made money there. Let's look at CAT. CAT continues to look good. Sold half on this spike right here. I'm looking for 210. We can get up there, but took half off, put his 5% trailing stop. This is a winning trade. We'll see if it become an even bigger winner. Going for that 210. Did the same thing with FedEx. Got up here in the 264 zone. Actually 265. I think it's about where I sold it. And set a 5% trailing stop. My target is 270. So, let's see if it gets, our 270 gets hit. If not, we'll be stopped out with a pretty fat profit in FDX as well. The bummer of today, man, this OCUL was poised to move. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This OCUL was poised to move higher after the news on Friday, and it went up to 22.75 in the after hours. Unfortunately, I didn't sell any because I thought that news would carry this thing higher, given the big move and all the talk on Twitter. But hey, price is the final arbiter, and price said, "No, I'm not too impressed," and sold off and closed below the 10 SMA, stopping me out. So unfortunately, it didn't work out. And my rules are my rules. When my rules say get out, I don't ask questions, and I don't say, well, wait a minute. They had that big news. It should go up eventually. I don't do that. When my rules tell me to get out, I get out, and if then it triggers again, if the stock triggers again, then I'll get back in. I'm very strict, and being strict has given me success. Is when I wasn't strict back in my younger days, and when I first started out trading, when I wasn't strict, I would sometimes these type of plays, they would close below 10 SMA just barely, and I'd be like, I'll put my stop a little bit lower, and then the next day it would gap up 5%, and I would make some money. But it's that one time that you go against your rules and then you wake up and it's down 30%, and you have lost a lot of what you made, and you're kicking yourself for not following your rules. And it's always that one time that wipes out all of those times that you went against your rules, and one play will wipe all that out plus more. It's why I always follow my rules and I'm strict. And tomorrow this could gap up 5%, and I wouldn't even care. I would just say, okay, well, it's setting back up again. I'm going to wait for my entry. It gets back above these highs, I'm going to jump back in and then go for my original target of 28. Okay. I have no memory as a trader. None. If I get stopped out once and it triggers again, I jump back in. All right. Let's look at this PLTR. PLTR is a name that I like longer term. It's a Kathy Woods name. She knows what she's doing. She's a very wealthy woman, and I follow a lot of her trades and a lot of her ideas. This PLTR is one of them. and we're starting to get down into support. Okay, this 27, 24 area, I think we'll find support. If I sold the 25 puts because the put volatility was elevated, so I got the 25 puts for 50 cents. 50 cents for a 25 put. That's nearly $3 away, and it expires Friday. So that's a pretty nice premium for a weekly option. So sold those, sold 12 of them, which is for me a full position in the growth system. So if I actually get put these shares at 24.50, I'm smiling from ear to ear because I think that is a great buy. It'll be right here testing these lows, and I think a great buy for, you know, a longer term play that could take us up to this 52 at some point. You know, would be nearly a double, or more than a double, sorry, more than a double at 24.50. So I like that for a put selling system. And eventually this is going to be a dip buying system play when it finds a bottom, breaks down trend lines, and starts to head higher. So we'll make it on both systems, hopefully. So that I'm looking at. I'm also looking at this IPOE. It nearly triggered today, but couldn't get quite above this 10-minute high, which was at 24.70. So tomorrow we'll be watching this one. It triggers. I'm going for 31. And then another one that's looking good is this GRTS. Got up to its 10 SMA today, but sold off. But I like how it's finding footing here at the 0.618 retrace. It gets above this 10 SMA, and I think it could rock up here to 22. So this GRTS is looking good too. But that is pretty much all I'm looking at now. You know, like I said, it's getting harder and harder to find. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Come on. Come on. Sorry, like I said, it's getting harder and harder to find trades that haven't already had their move. We're just getting fewer and fewer, guys. So, like I said, we're going to make as much as we can while we can. But when the music stops, we're not going to be too long. Okay, that's something I can guarantee you. I'm not a chaser. All right, any questions? Anything you want me to go over, guys? Anything? Cool. All right, good. So tomorrow we'll watch that IPOE and that GRTS and any other names from the Ready to Rock list. But the IPOE and the GRTS look the most ready. And then, you know, even though we got stopped out of the OCUL today, we're still going to watch it because it might trigger again tomorrow. It might get above today's high. And we'll be watching that one too. All right, guys, I will see you in the morning. Until then, don't trade for thrills. Just consistently make those dollar bills. See you guys.